Hey guys, so today I'm going to be adding a plug into my house. My wife had the great idea. I hate when she has great ideas. Anyways, she wants to add a lamp onto this table in front of me, so it needs a plug installed behind it. First thing we gotta do is figure out where we want to put the box. We have a cut-in box, so we have to find the studs to avoid them. Now there are many ways to figure out where studs are on the wall. I'm actually gonna make a video on that, but here it's pretty obvious because you can see the nail holes in the molding. We can also use a little bit of intuition knowing that the window and the door is also framed in to figure out where other studs are. Now we have to figure out the height of the plug, which center of the plug is about 14 inches, so that is where I'm going to poke a hole. Now I've poked a hole in right at about 14 inches and traced an outline on my box. The easiest way to trace out a cut-in box is to put the face of the cut-in box on the wall with a level and level it out. I didn't show you this because it's hard to do that while holding a camera. Before we cut the wall, we also want to confirm that our trace is level. So we're going to throw a level on our trace and see that it is in fact level. Now we've cut our box out on our trace lines and we have to figure out where we're going to drill up from downstairs. Now the easiest way to do that is use what I call a quote-unquote landmark. We're going to use this heat vent as a landmark that we can clearly see downstairs. Now we're going to measure off that landmark to our plug and then from the landmark to the back of the wall to figure out how far over and how far back we need to drill a hole. So from that ductwork that we measured off of, from there we're going to go 35 over. Boom. It's gonna land us in this stud space. Okay? So now we have to figure out what's going on behind this insulation that's here. And we gotta figure out how much space we have going back that way. And then we gotta measure off of that duct to that back wall to get that measurement. Once we get our 6 inches or whatever, what's nice is we got a good amount of space here. I think I can fit my drill up there and drill. Once we figure out that spacing, we'll go up and we'll poke in at 35 from that, which is 36, our 6 back, and we'll be in the wall. Next thing that we're gonna connect to is, I believe, this box that is crooked that we will fix. That's where my bathroom is. So this is the outside wall. My bathroom's going this way. That should be going to my bathroom. If it's not, oh well, it's going upstairs. We're just gonna confirm that it's on because we don't have a lot of lights on in the house. I don't know why it would be a light. It looks like it's some sort of home run because we got a couple of home runs coming this way and then going and diving towards my panel that way. So we're gonna go up into this box, confirm that it's on. If it is, we're gonna pull to that, connect into that, and that isn't ideal, but at least it'll be somewhat close to a circuit there. Man, this new phone with the 0.7 times zoom, woo! This is way better and the higher definition camera. Okay, so I'm gonna get you guys up in here and I'm going to truly explain what we're doing. So, that's our mark centered, okay, right there, that's our mark. So that's our duct over there. Here, our duct over there is 10 inches off that plate, okay? We measured upstairs and said 6 inches would be in the wall. So we went 3 off that plate, which would put us 7 in the wall. I'm gonna drill it slightly at an angle going into the wall. And we are 35 off. So that's our mark. Now we're gonna drill and our box is right up there. That's fine. Okay, we're going up. We're going up, baby. Oh, this is not ideal drilling angle at all. Okay. We're in it, boys. God damn it. Come on. Yeah. Really? Ow. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Dude, I'm so tired of these fucking guys. God damn it, I'm so tired of it. It's got 3 bars. You fucking piece of shit, go. Oh, man. I don't see light, I don't think. Let's turn this up. Alright, there's a little tiny hole. Right there. Alright, a little scared to open this up, but... Huh? Ah. The fuck? Man. Hopefully I got enough connectors. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this? Alright. Ah! Ow! Alright, you get your meter on something like this just so you can fucking make sure that it's 120. Don't get your wiggy or don't get your tick tracer because you can't test the neutral. So we're gonna test for 120. If I got 120, then we're sending it. It's testing this. Focus. There we go. Lights were flickering when I was pulling on the black, so I turned the lights off. Obviously you can still have 120, so that's a feed. Obviously the guy who made this box up doesn't know what the fuck these are. So we gotta talk about something. So whoever the fuck did this box has no clue what they should be doing. And probably should not be touching electrical to begin with. But we got a intermittent connection here. It was sparking worse. I tightened it up, but you know, sparks were just psh, psh, out of it when I was twisting on it. So I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, that one's intermittent too. Perfect. Wow, this guy has really no clue. So we have 2 intermittent connections there. So I'll show you what a real connection is supposed to look like. I'm gonna make a video on actually making these like for real, but we'll do a little sneak peek here. So there's a little saying about a neutral, okay? You don't want to break this first when you're making a box up if it's hot. Because if you have some sensitive equipment, instead, like, you know, this doesn't care. This LED bulb does not care. This, if you had that, like, hooked up to a bunch of computers or something, that's going to be a problem if you break that first. So the little saying is, first to make, last to break. Ooh. First to make, if it's off. Last to break if it's on. Okay? Remember that. We're going to break the hot first, figure out which side's hot, and then we're going to my goodness, we're gonna tape that up, pull that out, pull this one out, add our connectors, add our new wire that's right here in to the other connector, make it all up, we can fix this and call it a day. it's all connected. I literally went back and watched the footage and I realized that that light box was in the way the whole time. So I'll show you a little bit just to show you what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna use that footage. But yeah, everything's all connected. I just gotta add a staple onto our new wire and we're basically done. Just gotta clean up.